Everyone, welcome back. So, Netflix The Last House has an intriguing horror and sci fi premise, but according to the review, the movie fails to turn that idea into an effective thriller. Directed by Louis Leterrier and starring Greta Lee and Wagner Moura, the film follows a family trapped inside their Seattle home after a mysterious rainstorm suddenly seals every door and window. The story centers on the Delgado family, Jason, played by Wagner Moura, who is an unemployed engineer struggling with financial pressure, while Anne, played by Greta Lee, tries to remain optimistic. Their children, Graham and Ruth, complete the family. Everything changes when an unusual storm hits their neighborhood and they discover that they cannot escape their house. The doors and windows are completely sealed, and even breaking through them is impossible. The strange rainwater seems to form a barrier around the entire structure. Phone calls and Wi Fi also stopped working. Soon the family realized that their neighbor are trapped in the same way. Initially, the situation brings the family closer. Being forced to stay together gives them some unexpected quality time. But as days turn into weeks and then months, surviving inside the house becomes increasingly difficult. Food isolation and uncertainty begin taking their toll. Even more disturbing is the possibility that something mysterious may be moving outside in the rain. Unfortunately, the review argues that this promising setup is badly handled. The screenplay is described as overly cheesy and sometimes excessively explanatory, while the movie's pacing is rushed. Instead of building suspense, the frequent cuts make some scenes feel confusing and prevent the audience from fully expressing the family's desperation. The family drama also struggles. Jason, Anne, and their children are portrayed as characters who often behave unnaturally, making their emotional conflicts difficult to believe. Even talented performers like Greta Lee and Wagner Moura reportedly struggle to find convincing emotional ground because of the direction and writing. The biggest strength of the movie is surprisingly the house itself. The production design creates a detailed live-in environment that gradually changes as the family remains trapped for longer period. The evolving home becomes a strong visual representation of time passing and families' deteriorating circumstances. Sadly, the review concludes that this is not enough to save the movie. The explanation behind the family's confinement has potential but is considered underdeveloped and confusing, while the ending fails to provide a satisfying payoff. Overall, The Last House is described as a major missed opportunity. With a strong premise, talented actor, and impressive production design, it could have been an effective psychological horror story. Instead, the reviews give it just 2 out of 10, calling it one of the year's biggest disappointments so far. The Last House began streaming on Netflix on August 7, 2026. Thank you for watching. Bye.